Only 4 days after putting on his big boy pants at Twitch and becoming the new CEO, Dan Clancy has made his first huge decision with the platform. And that decision was to lay off over 400 of their employees, which I don't know if the number's correct. I've heard some say it was like about half of the workforce, and other numbers say it's about a fifth of the workforce. Regardless, 400 people, over 400 people losing their jobs is a pretty huge deal. And the way they announced it here was through a blog post, very similar to how they announced that Emmett Shear would be stepping down. And basically, they just say that, like many companies, our business has been impacted by the current macroeconomic environment, and user and revenue growth has not kept pace with our expectations. In order to run our business sustainably, we've made the very difficult decision to shrink the size of our workforce. And now, it's unclear if Emmett Shear, the former CEO, knew about these upcoming layoffs before he jumped ship, which could be a reason why he did, hop overboard so he could avoid having the bad PR thrown his way. Now it's all on Dan Clancy. It's unclear if that was the case. And it seems like it lines up almost a bit too perfectly, not to get all conspiratorial. But if I was the CEO and I knew we was about to lay off 400 some people, I'd hand the reins to someone else, say, good luck, buddy, pat him on the butt, say, you got this, champ, and then I'd run away. But with Twitch laying off this many people, it's obvious they needed to do something to help try to save the platform, and I guess this was their big grandiose idea. But with this layoff on top of a bunch of their creators getting lucrative deals to go stream on like YouTube, or like maybe even Kick eventually, if that ends up panning out. But just all their big stars, their big creators and streamers are getting signed to other platforms. They're leaving Twitch because Twitch seemingly doesn't care about its viewers or its streamers and doesn't really listen to the community whatsoever, if at all. It's not even like they listen, but they don't do anything. It's just like they have their ears plugged with their fingers going, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. But yeah, it's going to lead to your platform failing a bit. But still, as of right now, Twitch is still the big dog when it comes to live streaming. Not too many other, companies can even compete. They're not even within, like, fart sniffing distance. They're pretty far off from topping Twitch and becoming the new live streaming king. They're chipping away slowly and slowly, though, and things like this are only going to add to Twitch's downfall. And also, it's worth mentioning that this layoff is part of an even bigger layoff being done by Twitch's parent company, Amazon, where they have laid off about 18,000 people in the course of a couple months. And now I'm going to hand the video off to Past Derek from my Twitch stream last night, Luneist TV, feel free to stop on by. But I'll just talk about this situation a bit more and talk about some things surrounding it. Right below the message where they laid off just over 400 people. In other news... just gigantic ass letters. In other news, we fired 400 and some people, but in other news, look at this. 16 years of Twitch.
Wait, the people who got fired don't even know who yet?
That's crazy. What? So the people got laid off.
Oh my god.
So they're announcing people getting laid off. Over 400 of them, but they're going to wait till next week to reveal it like it's a Dragon Ball episode. Find out next week who, what 400 and some of you are getting fired. That's fun.
I mean, I don't know how this kind of stuff works, but I'm just a stupid streamer. That sucks. That's got to be stressful as fuck.
That's not how a business is supposed to function. Isn't it like if you get laid off, you get like a week or two notice? You don't wait to find out who's going to get fired for a week or two. That's going to make everybody in the Twitch offices just so anxious, just like biting their nails all day. You expect Big Corpo to have sympathy? Are you new to like the world? Well, I mean, I guess yeah. I mean, I work at Walmart, and if they fired someone recently that works on the same like team as me, they didn't inform him like a week ahead. They just said, hey, buddy, you're out of here. They didn't say, we're going to be firing someone and then wait a week or two down the road. And Walmart's pretty terrible. I had another lady on my same team that needed to go to her daughter. I don't need to say what it was specifically, but her daughter was definitely not in good shape in the hospital. And she had to get a half of an occurrence just for going to see her daughter in the hospital. And you only get 4 occurrences and you're out. Fun fact, YouTube and Twitch, when their CEOs step down, It happened a month apart exactly. Susan stepped down on like February 14th, 18th, and then the Twitch CEO stepped down exactly 1 month later. And then their CEOs that took their places were both pretty bad. Because the YouTube dude, he was the one that was advocating for NFTs on the platform and garbage like that. And now the dude on Twitch, the new CEO, Dan Clancy, who wants to be Tom Clancy so bad, just fired over 400 people. And won't be informing the ones who got fired that they're fired until next week. So a little bit of anticipation, like you're waiting for your new favorite TV show to come out with a new episode. Except this is going to be terrible news because you won't be employed anymore. But it's the same amount of hype building up, you know?